I couldn't wait for this one. Dear Keepsake, yes, it's Sunday, but the Dear Keepsake letter came in and I couldn't wait because this is a topic that we have been talking about ongoing. Dear Keepsake, hey y'all, I'm gonna just get right into this Dear Keepsake letter because I know a lot of my fellas can relate to this one right here. And the topic of men raising men or women can't raise sons and things like that have been ongoing. And so I appreciate y'all for coming in with the Dear Keepsake letter because that's what this is about right here. Somebody anonymously wrote in Dear Keepsake, and they are looking for us to go ahead and give them some keepsakes, y'all, from me and from y'all. So if you are here in the comments, type in the chat. Let me know if you're going to watch the replay. Still comment in the chat because this person might be reading as well. And Sunday, football Sunday, yes it is. But okay, this one's gonna be quick, y'all. I'm not gonna keep y'all long. So again, if y'all want to be here with your girl, type in the chat. But let's get into this Dear Keepsake letter. All right, this is from a fella. I know it's from one of my fellas. They are anonymous. But listen, sometimes y'all throw in little hints and words in there to let me know if it's one of my fellas or if it's one of my ladies. So today is from one of my ladies. I'm sorry, it's from one of my fellas about the ladies. All right. Y'all ready? All right, here we go. Get into it. Dear Keepsake, I need some help figuring out a complicated situation. I have two kids with my ex, our son and our daughter. Lately, things have been real crazy between us because when it comes to co parenting, especially she is tripping, like how we're raising our kids. I've been thinking about taking full custody of my son because I feel like I can guide him better as he's growing up and becoming a young man. I love my daughter just as much, but I know there are certain things a mother needs to teach her, things I can't fully provide as a dad. Listen, I'm telling y'all, we talk about this all the time. Then he goes on to say, I've tried bringing this up to my ex, suggesting that she keep our daughter full time and I take our son. I will still be very involved in both of their lives, especially with my daughter. But my ex went crazy at the idea and now she's tripping altogether. She says, I'm trying to split the kids up, take her sunshine away from her, and it's unfair to have them apart like that. And I don't want to make things worse, but I genuinely believe that this arrangement will be for best for both of them. Then he says, am I wrong for thinking this? Is there a better way to approach this without causing more tension between us or the threat of my kids not being able to come anymore? Yours truly, a dad trying to do the right thing. Woo! All right, y'all. Y'all was with me on that. That's why I said it's gonna be quick. I couldn't let that one go by because this is a common thing that we talk about all the time. You men cannot being able to raise men. I'm sorry, little girls, and also women not being able to raise men. And the women get so offended anytime a man raises that point and says a woman cannot raise a man. They get offended. That is their king. That is their sunshine. That is all of the above. But what I like to touch on is learning the difference when we say anything about what the other person can or cannot do for anyone else or the other gender, because we all need a piece of each other. And to say that, a woman cannot raise a young man, we need to better define that and break that down on what it means that they cannot give to their sons, because they definitely have something to give to their sons. And it's the same as he here recognizes. He's like, look, I'm not trying to split the kids up. I just recognize it, right? and it's a tricky situation, but like your desire to be involved in your son's life is very understandable, and it's again one thing that we deal in this community, not just our community. It is something that we deal with often. Like I said, all of the topics are being covered in many platforms, not just mine. But wanting to guide him through the challenges of becoming a young man, that is a natural instinct as a father. However, you're also recognizing that your daughter has different needs. You're definitely has different needs. One that her mother might be better equipped to provide. And that is all we are saying is it's about the mother and the father being equipped to provide what they need in their individuals' roles. Because what's important here is that you're not even trying to distance yourself from your daughter, but rather you're acknowledging the difference in the parenting roles. You're not even going away. You're not trying to split up the kids or that's not it. But it's easy for your ex to think that that's what it's about. Splitting up the kids, splitting it up, not taking the one, taking the sunshine away. The reality is like we keep saying, each child has specific needs, and parenting isn't. It's not just one size fit all. It's not, oh, the mother does this, the mother does that. Your son could definitely benefit from having a male role model present full time, just like your daughter might need her mother to guide her through those things full time that the father might not fully understand. What you're suggesting isn't even about creating distance, because you are making it clear that you're going to be very active and involved. It's about making sure that both kids get what they need from each parent. That's what this is about. If you guys have just got in the chat, we are here talking, doing a dear keepsake to my guy. If you're following this story, type in the chat and give my guys some keepsakes, because that's what we're talking about right now. It's football Sunday. I'm making it quick though, but this here, I couldn't wait till Thursday to get this letter off, because again, it is common. If you are going through anything like this, if one of your boys are going through it like this, even if you know one of your homegirls that's on the other end of this, let type in the chat and comment, because we're not even done here with my guy here, okay? Because I want to talk about reflection and the self-awareness about it, because he's already showing, look, you're already showing a high level of self-awareness by even recognizing your limitations when it comes to raising a daughter. Like, that's the thing. That's what my ladies are not doing. Ladies, I need you to recognize your own limitations when it comes to raising a son. Let me tell you a fun fact about me. I never wanted a son, ever. I have a daughter. I have a 21-year-old daughter, just one. I never wanted a son. I tell this story often. I had 7 ultrasounds. Look, I was like, I had 7 ultrasounds, and I still have them somewhere in storage just to make sure that I did not have a son. Did not want a boy. And it wasn't because, I mean, can you love the kids? But I knew my capacity. Now in my mind, now who knows? Who knows if I had a son? If I'm pretty sure he would be amazing. But in my mind, then I'm like, I'm not a boy mom. I can't do it. I want to buy pink and purple, and I want to do all of that. It didn't pan out though, because my daughter ended up, now she did, I put her in cheer, I put her in everything, but she ended up playing basketball, which is great. She loves it. She loves basketball, but she did that. But now she's just, the split version of me. She is me 20 years later or ago or whatever it is. But anyway, that's not what this is about. This is not about me. This is about, what did I say? Get your notebooks and your sips and your tips right here, because look, I want you to write that down again. It's about recognizing your own limitations when it comes to raising either a son or a daughter. Okay, that's not a weakness as a parent. That is a strength, because you are acknowledging that while you'll always be present for that child, there are certain lessons and experiences that other parent can definitely provide. And you're also not walking away from co-parenting. It is definitely quite the opposite. You will be an even more active father. It just makes more sense for both of the kids. All right. Now, again, we're not saying separating the kids full time is the only answer. There is so much to consider when it comes to that sibling bond and making sure they still feel connected as siblings, brothers and sisters. You didn't mention their ages in here, and you also didn't mention how long you guys have been broken up. So, how long this has been going on. But again, it's still something to consider. But you just don't know. The children might be okay with it. We don't know. Hey, look, it could be a situation where at that point right now they sharing a room, boy and a girl sharing a room. And the son probably like, but I get to go to Pop's house and get my own room bed. And the daughter probably like, oh, I need my own space. Look, you never know. Definitely something to consider. But your exes, their concerns, keeping the kids together, and we get it. That's why she tripping, because you said she tripping on me. That's why she tripping right now. So I wouldn't shut down the idea completely, and I wouldn't shut down the conversation. She just has to. It's about understanding, y'all. It's about finding the best way to co-parent with the unique needs of the child's gender in mind. Okay, again, remember, it's not about, we're not splitting up the family. We're not, well, you guys are split, or we're not going to go into the broken home and single family home. We're not going to go into that right now because that's not what this is about. But it's not about splitting up the kids. We are providing the correct environment, the right environment for both of them to grow and thrive. Now, the focus should be on creating a balance where both the son and the daughter feel supported by both parents, both of them. Even if that means a different arrangement than what's currently happening right now. Again, you didn't mention the ages of the children. That could definitely, I mean, it's a key. It's a key factor, important or not important, but it is definitely a key factor on how this can be managed. Let me see. Type again, hey, type in the chat. Anybody else have any advice for my boy? Because I'm gonna wrap this up. I think I'm going into halftime on my football game, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up because the bottom line is you, a father trying to do the right thing, a dad trying to do the right thing. You're not wrong for thinking this way. At least you have a plan. You came up with something, my boy. Okay, my guy, you came up with something. Now, what matters is how you and your ex can work together to find a solution that is going to benefit both of the children without causing them further strain on their relationship, your relationship, the whole relationship, and everybody else. All right. Keep the conversation open. Try to find, hey, one of my signatures is mastering conflict resolution. All right. And listen, there are 5 ways, 5 of them, but it also goes with the communication styles, because there are also 5 communication styles. Follow your girl, I'll show you. But at the end of the day, keep the conversation open, keep the idea open, and make it clear that it's just about the children, giving each of them what they need. It's not about you, it's not about her, it's not even taking them away from each other. Okay, but look, listen, I know, approach it with patience and understanding. You see how I had to slow that one down? Approach it with patience and understanding, and see if there's a way to negotiate. This will get some negotiation skills up. All right, again. And figure out what works for both. Give it some time. Give it some time. That's all. Look, give it some time. And actually, look, oh my God. Thank you for that letter. Like I said, a dad trying to do the right thing. Okay, thank you for that letter, because it is something. I was just on a show earlier today, this morning, and we were talking about hood trauma and PTHD, which is post traumatic hood disorder. And it is common. And I also saw yesterday, stumbled upon another podcast called the Liquor Talk. Liquor Talk, shout out to Vic. I don't even know him. I think we stumbled upon each other on Threads or someone with his podcast, and I subscribed on YouTube. And that was a deep discussion just about this right here, about how, and they made a good point, and I'm going to drive this home because I got to go see the score on my game. I'm going to drive this one home though. But they made a point, and I want the ladies to listen to this. They said that some of the ladies make it very hard for the men to do what they have to do when it comes to being in the young men's lives because they try to shield them and protect them. No, don't do that to my son. Don't tell my baby this. Don't tell my baby this. So they find it very hard, and I'm talking some, to go ahead and step in when it comes to trying to be that male figure for the youngins, for the young guys. And for that reason, your girl has come up with a little chat, a little relate and reflect chat for my fellas. And it is, we're going to be talking about the mother of your children, guys. But on the flip side, hold on. I have one for my ladies too, because a lot of my ladies, they feel like their children's father are narcissists. We got a whole workshop relating reflect that is coming soon. So both of those are coming soon, as well as the workshops and that I in the sessions that I have for breast cancer awareness and domestic violence awareness for this month, y'all. So follow your girl, follow my calendars, everything will be posted. But this Dear Keepsake segment here, this letter, I could not. Now I have some more, y'all, but this one, because it was so relatable and touchable, I had to come in the in the middle of the football game to come in here and read that one. I did another one earlier on YouTube. Y'all go check that one out. But hey, again, type in the chat, comment if you have something else to add to these keepsakes that I gave STEM. And if you want to, link in the chat. I will definitely post the link here anonymously. You see, it's all anonymously, but it's all anonymously. It's all anonymous, but everyone, or there are more than you think that is going through the same thing, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead. Y'all enjoy your football Sunday. Tap in and tap out.